Hey everyone, so this is a video on how to use the semicolon. It's a very short video because I think the semicolon actually isn't all that difficult to use, but it's intimidating to a lot of people because it's never been explained to them, I think, in an accessible way. So I'm going to try and cut through a lot of the grammar talk. I'm not going to speak to you like a grammarian, but like someone who uses a semicolon in everyday life. There's actually there's 3 ways you can use a semicolon. I'm going to show you only one because it's the most common way that you would use it. For the average writer. If you really want to know the other ways, you can look it up, but if you follow the way I show you, then you'll use a semicolon correctly 90% of the time. The other ways really aren't necessary. So let's talk about the one way that it really is necessary. First of all, what's it do? A semicolon is used to join 2 independent clauses which are related and that help explain or strengthen each other in some way. That last part is crucial. If they're not related or they don't help explain or strengthen each other, then you don't want to use a semicolon. What's an independent clause? An independent clause are clauses which could stand alone as their own sentence. They're just a complete thought. So don't get too hung up on the terminology of independent clause. It's just a complete thought. So if you have 2 complete thoughts that could stand alone as complete thoughts, and you want to join them or link them, you can use a semicolon to do it. And a semicolon also takes the place of a coordinating conjunction, which is, I know, more grammar speak, but what is a conjunction? Remember Schoolhouse Rock, conjunction, junction, what's your function? It's some trains getting linked up, and the conjunction is one of the cars in between. It's just joining things. So conjunctions are the words and, but, or, nor, for, so, and yet. So a semicolon, just to repeat, links up 2 complete thoughts and it removes the coordinating conjunction, and you replace that conjunction with a semicolon, and that'll make sense when we look at the example of it. So here we go. Here's a sentence. I have a big test tomorrow, so I can't go out tonight. Okay, I have a big test tomorrow. That's an independent clause. Why? Because it's a complete thought. You could put a period after tomorrow and it would be a complete sentence. So is a coordinating conjunction. Remember, it was in the list I showed you. And I can't go out tonight. Okay, that's another complete thought. It's an independent clause. If the sentence was just I can't go out tonight, that's a complete thought. So here you have 2 complete thoughts and they're linked, and notice that one further explains the other. So why can't you go out tonight? Because you have a big test tomorrow. You have a big test tomorrow, so you can't go out tonight. So the 2 are linked, and one helps explain the other. So in this case, there's actually a conjunction there. So let's say we wanted to get rid of that conjunction and use a semicolon. We would have a sentence that looked like this. I have a big test tomorrow, semicolon, I can't go out tonight. So notice that the semicolon replaced the conjunction, and it's the punctuation that joins the 2 independent clauses. So it's really that simple. If you have 2 ideas that could stand alone, that's the first requirement. They have to be able to stand alone. So you have to be able to put a period. So find your conjunction, and if you can put a period on those complete thoughts, I have a big test tomorrow, I can't go out tonight, then you have 2 independent clauses. And if one independent clause further explains the other one, then you can actually delete the conjunction and put a semicolon. It's that simple. So let's look at another example. Sorry about the arrow there. I guess I forgot that I put that in. I ate pizza for dinner yesterday. Mike played baseball during the afternoon. Okay, I ate pizza for dinner yesterday. Complete thought, right? You could put a period at the end of it. Mike played baseball during the afternoon. Complete thought. You could put a period at the end of it. Now, do these 2 sentences, are they linked in any way? Does Mike playing baseball have anything to do with me eating pizza for dinner yesterday? Well, no. So you can't use a semicolon there. So I'm not trying to confuse you, but that's one of the requirements of using a semicolon. It's not just that you have 2 independent thoughts linked with a conjunction like this. They have to reinforce each other. So because they don't, you have to actually use a conjunction. So I ate pizza for dinner yesterday and Mike played baseball during the afternoon. In this case, you actually have to use a conjunction. You can't use a semicolon. Okay? So it's simple, right? Basically, you have to have 2 independent thoughts, and they have to explain each other, and there has to be a coordinating conjunction. You can then delete that conjunction, and, if, so, for, but, nor, etc., and you put in the semicolon. But if the 2 independent thoughts don't relate to each other or explain each other in some way, then you can't use a semicolon. You have to use a conjunction. So But what I would say is this: you never really need to use a semicolon. So when in doubt, don't use it. Some editors even think it makes the text inaccessible for the average reader. It's fallen out of favor. A lot of people use hyphens instead. If you want to use it, you can, but it is inaccessible to a lot of people, I think. I think that's just the reality of it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't use it, but you should certainly be aware of it. So think about your audience when you're writing. If it's an academic paper or something of the sort, you can use a semicolon, but probably if you're not absolutely certain that you want to use that semicolon, then I say don't use it, because you never really need to use it. You can always just use a coordinating conjunction, and you won't be wrong. That's basically it. I hope that explains something. As I said, semicolons are really not that difficult. It's just a lot of people have never had it explained to them in an accessible way. So I hope that was accessible. Let me know if it wasn't. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's any punctuation you want a video on. I'm happy to do it. Thanks a lot.